Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm a mortgage broker in California and Texas, and today I'm wanting to dive into renovation loans. I want to talk about what they are, how they work, and how they can help you customize and increase the value of your current or future home. We'll go over the top three that I have been dealing with as of late, and that's the FHA 203K, the Fannie Mae HomeStyle, and the Freddie Mac ChoiceRenovation loan. And on these, I'm going to focus on what they have in common and their differences. There is a plethora of these renovation loans, but again, these are the top three that I have been seeing consistently. Plus, I'll love to explain the role of a HUD consultant who can be a helpful guide during the entire renovation process. So without further ado, let's get started. All of them allow you to finance both the purchase or the refinance of a property and the cost of renovations, combining it into a single mortgage. This single loan structure keeps things going straightforward with one monthly payment. Each loan type bases its loans amount on the home's after renovation value. This is important because when you're purchasing a home, it's based off what you offered and you want it to be at or above. Now, with an renovation, the appraisal is the after renovations amount and seeing what it could increase to once the renovations are complete. The other thing that they have are contingency reserves. All renovation loans have a contingency reserve. It's anywhere between 10 to 20% to cover any unexpected costs that come up during renovations. This safeguard helps keep projects on track, even if it has surprises that pop up. Surprises being maybe you found mold, maybe the the flooring you wanted is no longer in stock, so you have to go for a higher price one, something like that. It's just there for surprise pop-ups. The other thing all of these loans require are licensed contractors to complete the work, ensuring that the renovations meet quality standards. If you're going to do the FHA 203K, a HUD consultant is going to be required, and I'll talk more about that in a bit. But even if it is not required, I still recommend that you have one. If you're going to do an FHA 203K, remember this one is only for primary residences, so it's best suited for homeowners and first-time home buyers. If you have a second home, you can't use this one. It is only for primary residences. Now, home style and choice renovation loans can be used on primaries, secondaries, and investment properties. This makes them more versatile for those looking to finance properties beyond their primary residence. The other thing is home style and choice renovation loans allow for luxury upgrades. So if you want to build that pool or if you have a home that you like, but it doesn't have the pool, that's the only thing that's missing, you can do a renovation loan to get that pool. They can also do high-end landscaping and custom designs, which then gives the homeowner the flexibility to create the space that they want. Now, what separates home style from choice renovation is the fact that the choice renovation allows you to make disaster resilience upgrades, which can help protect homes in areas prone to natural disasters. So if you wanted to add a storm resistant window or reinforced roofing, you could do that under the Freddie Mac Choice Renovation loan. So now that we've covered what each loan can do, now let's talk about what your credit score and your down payment needs to be. Each loan is slightly different. With the FHA 203K, it is the more accessible one. It does require that you have at minimum a 580 credit score and you put 3.5% down. With the home style and choice renovation loans, you would need at least a 620, but if you are a first-time home buyer, you only need to put down 3%. Now, if you are not a first-time home buyer, it's 5%. These loans have varying timelines for completing their work. FHA 203K, that kind of rhymes, but they need to be finished within 6 months, while HomeStyle and Choice Renovation can go up to 12 months for project completion. So the flexibility in your project can also help see which loan product is right for you. A HUD consultant is someone who's been approved by the Department of Housing and Urban Development. The consultant acts as your project manager, ensuring all work meets both lender guidelines and your expectations. And not only that, but they help with planning, cost estimation, and inspections throughout each phase of the project. They're there to make sure everything stays on track, which can help prevent costly delays or mistakes. They are there to be your eyes. They know how things are supposed to be, whereas someone like me who doesn't really know much about construction would be like, oh, okay, it looks like they did it right. This person's going to come in and say, yes, they did, or no, they didn't, and you need to fix it. And that is a person you want on your side. So if you're still with me, thank you so much. So now I'm going to talk about what are the steps to getting a renovation loan project going. Well, first off, you still need to get pre-approved. We do need to understand your budget for both the home purchase and the renovations, and that gives you a realistic idea of the total financing you can access. The next step, with all three of these loans, you'll need a clear project plan and cost estimate from a licensed contractor. If you're using a 203K loan, your HUD consultant can help guide these planning processes to meet the lender requirements. On top of that, there is the appraisal, which is based on the after renovation value. So it lets you, the borrower, know how much you can borrow based on the future value of the home, which is the key advantage in this renovation scenario. Funds are held in an escrow and released in stages, ensuring that each part of the work is done properly before more funds are dispersed. And a HUD consultant inspects each phase. The other thing I'm going to say, make sure that you work with a lender that has knowledge and knows how to do these loans. I'm going to tell you that if you work with me, if you're in California and Texas, I'd love to help you. If you have a contractor in mind, get them in contact with your lender immediately. And the reason I'm saying this is because the lender is going to need to vet this consultant. They're checking their licensing, they're checking their references, they're checking their background. Everything we need to know, whoever is going to be going into this house needs to be vetted by the lender. So as soon as you start this in the pre-approval process, I highly recommend that there's a packet that a lender will give you that needs to be filled out by the contractor. And that needs to get filled out ASAP. Obviously, if you're searching for a home and you don't necessarily have the bid yet because you haven't been in the house yet, that part can wait, but that's going to have to come lickety split if you are in your contingency period. And if you're the seller, I'm going to just tell you to pack your patience because we all know contractors and we're going to be on them a lot. And that's one thing about these loans. Pack your patience with them because there's a lot of hands in this cookie jar and they just take a little bit longer to close. But that's not to scare you. I still think renovation loans provide fantastic opportunities to turn your home into whatever you want it to be. And each of these loans offers different goals and needs. If you want to know more, my name's Elizabeth Johnston. I'm a mortgage broker in California and Texas, and I'd be happy to help you explore how a renovation loan could work for you. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, and best of all, share it with anyone else who may be interested in renovation loans. And again, I'd love to help.